Jeremy Gillen with SysCon TV here. Day one, Java 1. 10 years now of Java we've had, and here we are in San Francisco at the Moscone Center to celebrate it and find out where Java's going next. Jim Liddle is our next guest, the UK MD, no, the European MD of Versata. Tell us about Versata.
Thanks, Jeremy. Well, Versata has been around for about 10 years itself now, and we've totally restructured our platform this year. Versata itself, the ethos behind it is all around abstraction. We focus on model-driven development, using business rules and business processes in an agile way to rapidly create J2E enterprise applications.
Okay, so why do we need to have a separate MD for European operations is my first question. What's going on with that?
It's pretty normal in global companies. It's just to provide focus. European operation is very important to Versata. We have offices in Canada, we have offices in Australia, obviously offices in the US. Across Europe we do quite a lot of work. We've also got the London-New York connection. It's basically to provide some focus for the region.
Right, but I mean customer service, things like that, that's still done on a global basis?
We actually do that. We do have it, we've got support organizations in really 4 time zones. So we have a support organization in Australia, and we have a support organization like level 3 support, engineering coming out of Canada. We have a European support organization, and we also have a US support organization. So really you've got, wherever you send your mail from for support or trying to get in touch, you'll hit one of those time zones.
Right, now, as you say, it's a 10-year story, and there we are, it's a 10-year Java story. What else is Versata involved with? Any non-Java stuff?
No, we focus purely on the J2E world. We obviously, the big emphasis of our product is around rules and processes. You know, which to a certain extent that's independent of just what Java is. Although from a platform-specific mode, we choose Java as the platform, as the enterprise platform for that. One of the things we've done with our new version is that we've focused on Eclipse as the IDE. We've used something called the Eclipse modeling framework as the meta model, which is based on Moth by the OMG. We've now introduced a formal meta model for rules based around eCore, which is a specific implementation of EMF, which we think is pretty exciting because one of the things you can do with that is you can interface with the model direct and start adding your own and extending the rules model. I think we're one of the first rules vendors to do it. I know there are other rules vendors are looking to do that as well. Because basically at the end of the day, what you're trying to achieve when you're building these enterprise applications is really implementing business processes, business policies, business rules. And that's independent of any application. And it's a core business asset that you really want to keep.
So at this Java 1, what specifically should we most look out for you guys?
I think at this Java 1, I would advise everyone to go and actually check out the product now. I mean, we've taken abstraction to a new level inside of the Eclipse IDE. We've got a mechanism now for doing automated services, automated logic, automated processes. You know, the whole application now is a lot more maintainable because you're doing it using rules, you're not doing it using code. Of course, there are always going to be times when you need to code. That's one of the reasons we wanted to be inside of Eclipse, because Eclipse, we're not in the IDE business. We're in the business of allowing people to agilely create their business process, business policies, business rules, and ultimately their end-to-end applications. There's a lot of good IDEs out there. We decided to choose Eclipse because basically one of the reasons was because of EMF and eCore. It's quite a popular IDE. We wanted to focus on what our core strengths were and let the IDE vendors handle the rest.
Now, when you come to something like this, Jim, 10 years of Java 1s, I don't know if you've come to all 10, but what function does it serve to just give that little salt water injection into the ecosystem that sends people your way? How does it really work?
I think one of the things that Java 1 does very well is it provides focus. And I haven't been to all 10 years, but I've been coming now for about 6. And I believe one of the things you get from Java 1 is that, increasingly so as well, is competition. You know, we're seeing that. I looked at what NetBeans have done this year around their IDE, and you know, make no mistake, some of the functionality that's in NetBeans today has come about because of what's been happening with Eclipse. Now, I personally think that's a good thing, and we've seen it from a lot of different vendors. We've seen a lot of increased focus on abstraction. You know, I think we've been one of the driving forces behind that. There's a lot more focus now on UI, and I think, you know, part of the reason for that is what Microsoft have done around .NET. So I think the focus it provides to enable these companies to actually go away with some mindset thoughts is very good.
And that is a cycle that's going to continue, and presumably Versata will continue improving their own products.
Without a doubt.
If it can be done.
Without a doubt. Well, there's always room for improvement. We're already we have a 12-month roadmap. We're already looking at you know, revision 1 of what we can do to improve the product. That's based on, I guess, some of the things we'll take away from the show ourselves, and also based on customer feedback. So it's a continuous process.
Well, there you are, James Liddle, European MD of Versata. Thank you for talking to SysCon TV.